I see somebody already in here. Check in with me. What's up, Raheem? What's going on, bro? When y'all come in, make sure to check in. Let me know y'all in here, man. I don't bite. Hey, Latanya, how's it going? How's wholesaling been going since the live stream? What's been your progress? Yeah, Lawrence Lee, we got that win, man. Swept the Panthers this year. You know, I be wanting us to win. Some Falcons fans be wanting us to lose to get a high draft pick, but that ain't my style, man. I want us to win every game we play. I don't be worried about no draft picks, man. Frank Curtis was cracking. Latanya Hancock said she got a response from a probate letter. That's great. You know, I always be preached about them probate letters and leads because I love them. I actually went probating earlier this week, Latanya. I did a few cold calls from a list. I normally mail them, but everybody been telling me about cold calling. So I'm going to try to cold call this list and, see how it works for me. Todd, what's going on, man? Glad you checked in the stream, bro. Welcome. Let me see what game they showing on right now. And did you yeah, please keep me informed, Latanya. Did you actually talk to that seller from the response that you got? I'm assuming that maybe you talked to him on the phone. 317 easy. I'm chilling, bro. What's good with you, man? Let me know how you been doing. BJ Johnson checking in. What's going on, BJ? What's cracking your way, bro? Got a closing coming up this week, y'all. It's a house I got on the contract maybe a little bit under a month ago. I think I closed on it on the 28th. And the sellers, man, I don't really got to know them. They're so nice. So looking forward to that. BJ Johnson says, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, just grind and drive for dollars. How you drive for dollars going, BJ? How that been going for you, man? You been getting some call back from it? Raheem says he chilling. The Cowboys won. I'm good. Yeah, I feel you, Raheem. Y'all won the NFC East today, right? I think I saw that on the NFL's Instagram page. Yeah, so congrats, man. Lawrence Lee said, I'm snatching pre-foreclosures off Zillow right now, and I'm seeing the city of Sacramento been making loans and taking people's houses. Wonder if they let them go for low. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, mostly they do let those houses go for low. Only thing with those foreclosures and pre-foreclosures, a lot of time once the bank take possession back of them, a lot of times they don't A lot of times you can't assign those contracts, man. I really wish I was more educated on foreclosures and pre-foreclosures. I really need to get more educated on that. But from everybody I've talked to, they say you can't assign those contracts. So you may have to double close, get you a maybe a hard money lender, a transactional lender, and double close on it. But yet, and still, that's still a good way to make some money. Thank you, Raheem. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's a lot of Cowboy fans here in Georgia, man. A lot of my homeboys Cowboy fans, so they've been talking junk all online, Facebook and Instagram. So Philly Bank says, me and my girlfriend put up 100 signs a day. Is that too many signs? We got a lot of deals. We get a lot of deals a month. No, no, no. That's not a lot of signs. And whatever, Sophia, whatever's getting you a lot of deals per month, keep doing it. Don't stop. Keep doing it. That's not too many signs. When them signs bringing in deals, just keep doing it. Double up if you got to. So whatever's working for you, keep doing it. If the signs are working for you, continue doing the signs. If mail is working for you, continue doing mails. Drive for dollars working for you, continue doing driving for dollars, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So whatever work, that's what you stick with. BJ says I got 7 addresses. I'm going to start the skip tracing process. Yeah, BJ, let me know how that works, man. I don't really do skip tracing too much, but I'm trying to lean that way a lot. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot. I'm trying to lean that way with that ringless voicemail cold calling a lot more than I've been doing in the past. So let's see how that go. Oh, dope encounters. He came here and threw a haymaker at me. Good God Almighty! I don't even want to read your reply, dope encounters. Laughing out loud, but the ain't still leading the division. They are, and they better keep their butts out of Atlanta for the Super Bowl. So, who? Raheem, he cheer for the Cowboys. I hope Raheem team win. Anybody but New Orleans Saints in my stadium. Keep them Saints out my stadium. They're not allowed in the state of Georgia for the Super Bowl. I don't care who win the Super Bowl. As long as they ain't them cats in New Orleans. Good looking, my G. No problem, Lawrence Lee. Raheem say he live in Philly, so they hate right now. I know it is, man. Y'all big time hated rivals. It's kind of like us in New Orleans. So I know they getting you all kind of junk. Christian Gonzalez, who is probably our youngest regular, what's cracking, Christian? I think Christian's only 17, if I remember correctly. He just checked in the building. B just says my Ravens won, so I'm all good right now. I know you are, man. Y'all still got that strong defense there in Baltimore, man. Y'all tore us up early this year. Best of luck, man. Like I said, I want anybody to win but New Orleans. So everybody who telling me they teams that's going to the playoff, as long as you ain't New Orleans, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for anybody but them ain'ts. Anybody. I don't care who win it. Ava says, can you do a video one day on what's considered a good deal and what's considered a bad deal for buyers? I certainly can, Ava. In fact, I may try to do one tomorrow. I may try to do one. Well, tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so I know y'all, a lot of people are gonna be trying to watch them videos. So I may try to do one later in the week, maybe around Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, once people get over the Christmas rush or whatever. But I definitely do one for you, Ava. Suspect 1279 says, what up, Toddy? What's going on, suspect? This Carlos. I'm from Georgia myself, Georgia in the building, but now reside up in Houston. Trying to get my feet in this game. I like what you're doing, man. Appreciate it, suspect. We appreciate you checking in, bro. Thanks a lot. I'm trying to suspect. I try to do streams now at least once a week. So and I never used to do streams at all. People who've been watching a long time, they'll tell you. But everybody seemed to like it, and I like doing them too, man. I can just like interact real time and answer questions real quickly. So I like doing the streams. Sophia Banks says, I want to cold call our county delinquent tax list, but it's 2017 and not 2018. It's a year behind. Should I still cold call it? I still would cold call it. I don't see anything bad about cold calling it. You may want to try to go at least 2 years behind because that's probably going to give the people who are at least 2 years behind on taxes. They're probably going to have a little more motivation with them in regards to selling. But I still would cold call it, especially if you already got the list. I mean, if you already got the list, just go ahead and work it. Don Us says direct mail, banner signs, or cold calling. Which would you recommend if you're just starting off in wholesaling with not a lot of money? What I would recommend, this is for me, in that situation, I would probably say bandit signs. Um, I'm not real keen or up to speed on the cold calling yet because I'm being honest with y'all. I hadn't done a whole lot of it yet. Starting to do more now, but I am familiar with bandit signs. I am familiar with direct mail, or very familiar with those two. To me, bandit sign is going to be more effective because typically that's not going to cost as much as far as the cost to get your signs. You can even make your own signs yourself. A lot of videos on YouTube about it, or order your signs. But in my opinion, bandit signs are probably going to be the most effective forms of marketing as far as being budget friendly. So I would definitely say your bandit signs, and be consistent with them too. Even if you got to make your own, you don't always have to buy them. You can make your own, but um, either one of them, just as long as you get your signs out there, man. You're welcome, Ava. Lewis says, "What's up, T? What's going on, Lewis? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How you doing?" Todd says, "Do you skip trace?" Not really, Todd, but I'm about to start getting on it, man. I'm about to start doing skip traces. In our Facebook group, a lot of people in the group, they're real big proponents of skip tracing. So they starting to put me on game with skip tracing. So I'm about to get on my skip tracing, man. I want to try something new going into 2019, or at least try to diversify what I'm already doing. BJ says, Toddy, I got a call from a seller that wanted me to check out her property. When I got there, was 7 other investors there, so it was a bidding process. Have you ever had that happen to you? No, I have not. I have not. I have not. I have not been to a property and then there are a lot of other investors there as of yet. I'm sure I'll probably experience that, but as of right now, I haven't had that at all. And a lot of times in that situation, those a lot of times, or a lot of cases, I should say, a lot of times those are other investors who are actually bringing the buyers there at one time. I don't know if that was the case in your situation, but I know that's a lot of investor strategy. They'll bring the buyers all in at one time and just start a bidding war, and that can be a great thing. Sophia Banks says, with the holidays coming up. With holidays coming up, Christmas and New Year's, should I wait until New Year's Day to start putting up my banner signs again? Because a lot of people are out of town and with their family. You know what, Sophia, as far as the signs go, I would go ahead and start putting the signs out right now. And the reason I say that, because one thing that I really learned from doing banner signs, I do banner signs, of course. But one thing I really learned with banner signs is during the holidays, for an investor, to me, in my opinion, that's like really the best time to go ahead and start putting them out. Because a lot of times the city there and the county there are a lot more lax with you around the holiday season. A lot of times they're on holidays, you know what I mean? So a lot of times you can get more life out your signs. But I still would put them up, especially now that you make a great point. A lot of people are going to be out of town, but at the same time, a lot of people are not going to be at work. A lot of people are going to be out in the streets, going house to house, seeing their family, or they're going to still be out shopping because, last minute shopping, there's a lot of people out there shopping. So this is a great time now to go ahead and hit those department stores because them jokers are packed right now. Department stores are packed. Y'all been out there shopping. So yeah, go and get them signs out there right now. You ain't got to wait. They'll still be out there. Lawrence Lee, I agree with you on that statement about tax problems. I totally agree. Lawrence Lee also says Deal Machine has a skip tracer in it. I did not know that, Lawrence. Thank you for the info. Lewis says, quick question about out-of-state seller. How do we get the contract signed? Do we email or express mail the contract via FedEx or UPS? Thanks in advance. I would say you email it to them. That's going to typically be the quickest way. Most people nowadays, they have access to the internet and email. So email is typically going to be the quickest way. Normally what I do, the app I use when I do emails is Cam Scanner, CAN Scanner, or it may be CAM Scanner. But that's what I do. You can take a picture of your contract and then just send it over there to the seller. Or if you can do DocuSign. A lot of people, DocuSign is probably the most popular digital way to sign contracts. I think they even give you like a free trial, maybe a free 2-week trial. But I would say email it to them. That's normally going to be the fastest way. I've actually faxed a lot of contracts too. You can fax it to them. Now, if you are dealing with that occasional person who just ain't up to speed on the internet yet, then of course you can send it to them by mail. And then in that case, you want to get it to them as fast as possible. Even if you got to pay, and you may have to do this sometimes, you may have to even overnight it to them. And then also you may have to pay for the overnight mail just to give them the incentive to get it back to you as quick as possible. Carter Tactician says, where can I order some real good leads? You know what, Carl? Chris Bruce, he actually was doing I don't know if it's still going on now, but he had a flash sale, bro. And his leads were super cheap. He got some good targeted leads. They were super cheap. He had a flash sale going on. They were like 50 to 75% off. So if that flash sale is still going on, I say that's the best place to do it right now. In fact, let me see if he's still doing that sale. If so, I'll drop you a link. Damn, let me see if I can find it. You got to give me a second. I'm going to try to dig in here because I actually made a post about it. So let me see if I can find it. See if that sale is still going on. Just a moment. There we go. See if that sale is still going. Yeah, looks like the sale is still going on. Somebody drop you a link. Click on this link. And as of right now, this is probably going to be your cheapest bet to get some good targeted leads through Chris Bruce. He has some good leads. I've got some deals off some of his leads. So this is probably going to be your least expensive way right now to get you some good targeted leads. And these are direct mail leads, of course. But they're super cheap, man. Super duper cheap. You can even spend $50 to get like 250 leads. I would say at least buy 500 leads. You're probably gonna get more bang with your buck there. If you get 1,000, that's even better. It increases your chances at a deal. But I'm about to drop that in there. Who asked me that question? Carter Tactician. I'm about to tag you with this link. Give me a second. Damn, Carl, it won't let me send it to you. It's saying that the link is too long. Hold on a second. Gotta be a way to get this to you. Hold on just a second, y'all. I might have to actually go directly to the site. Just a moment, y'all. What I'm gonna do, Carl, is I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna post this link in the comments, and once the video uploads, it'll upload as soon as I go off the live, and just follow that link that I just dropped in the comments. For whatever reason, it won't let me put it in the actual stream. It's saying it's too long. But Carl, as soon as the stream is over, this will be uploaded to YouTube, and just follow it. It's a real long link, but it's Chris Bruce. He doing a flash sale, man. His leads are dirt cheap. Mick Pipes the third says his personal opinion is to get them out during New Year's, especially. Also, tax season is going to be real heavy to April as well. And I'm assuming he's talking about bandit signs. I'm not sure, but I'm assuming he's talking about bandit signs. Sophia Banks says, where do most of your leads come from, Toddy? As of right now, most of my leads are coming from driving for dollars. They're coming from bandit signs. I do get some good leads from a website. I don't get a lot of leads from my website. I gotta get my website popping with more leads, but the sites that do come to my website, I normally close all of those. I close a high percentage of the ones come to the website. So the people who go to my site and they put the information in, I normally close those. So whenever I get that text on my phone or that email saying you just got a lead from your site, I'd be so happy because them sites are kind of them leads are kind of my site, man. I got a high ratio with those. I close them. Ava says, can you include in the video what are the type of leads that get closed within 7 to 10 days? You said in one of your videos, if your deal is good enough, buyers won't be hard to find. Thank you again. I absolutely can. Yeah, and just to expand, Ava, on what you just said, if you get a good lead, it's going to sell itself. It really will. I mean, if you got if you got a good deal, meaning that if you got a good house or property under contract, the numbers are good, the numbers are great, it's going to sell. Bam, bam, bam. It's going to sell fast. It probably won't even take you but one call. You call the right buyer who's a legit buyer who actually buys, they're going to buy it. They're going to buy it. That deal will sell itself. But yeah, I can definitely include that in the video. Todd is giving us some great information, Todd, and I do thank you for this. Because you put me on game because I don't deal with a lot of foreclosures at all. But Todd says in order to wholesale a foreclosure, you must create an LLC, buy it with the LLC, sell the LLC. So you are not assigning the contract, you're selling the LLC. So y'all check that out. Todd just gave us a gem right there. We appreciate that, Todd. Thank you. Christian says, what are leads? Leads are pretty much your motivated sellers, Christian. So Christian, if you're the wholesaler and if I inherited a house and you contacted me, I'm pretty much a seller lead. And more specifically is you can actually buy like vacant seller leads, or you can buy probate seller leads. So pretty much leads, or to make it simple, or the people pretty much you're talking to. Leads are pretty much people for the most part. People who own houses that they want to sell, or they may not want to sell. Every lead ain't a person that want to sell. Not always. But leads are pretty much people. You know, the people you're talking to try to get their house or try to get them to sell the house. You're welcome, Lewis. Frank Curtis says, heck yes, lead sales. Ton Smith says, how about them Cowboys? But we talking wholesaling. I'm trying to get a deal next month. What's up, Ton? I know you one of them diehard Cowboy fans, man. Yeah, y'all looking pretty good this year, man. As I said early in the stream, man, anybody but them Aints, dog. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all winning it here in Atlanta, I would definitely congratulate you, boy. But anybody but New Orleans, keep them out their stadium, man. Please do. And Ton say trying to get a deal next month. What leads you been doing, Ton? Like what leads you? Not what leads. My bad, Ton. What kind of marketing have you been doing, Ton? And Ton, you already we go back, so you always got direct access to me, bro. Anytime you need anything, you know how to get in contact with me. That go without saying. Stephen Dakota says, I live in Griffin, Georgia. Griffin in the building. And trying to get my first deal for 2019. It's coming, Steven. It's coming. Just make sure you're marketing. Just keep marketing, man. As you always hear people on YouTube say who talk about wholesaling, it's a numbers game. So if you're talking to enough people, the numbers eventually going to work in your sale. The numbers are eventually going to work in your favor and the deals will come. Don Us says, with probate leads, do you send them a letter as soon as they apply to the probate or will, or wait till the process is complete? What I normally do is, let's say I'm going to the county courthouse. What I'll normally do is whenever the county puts that data in the computer, because here in my market it's all computerized when you go to the county. Whenever it hits the computer, I'll go ahead and I'll start reaching out to that person. Now, I try my best to have some tact. I try to go back like 2 to 3 months from that person's death, or 2 to 3 months since that lead has been put in the system. I try my very best, man, not to contact people who just recently lost that loved one. Like, that person just died like a week or two ago. I try to be in good taste and not contact them. I try to give them a little time to grieve, because we have all lost a loved one, and we know how that goes, man. So I try to give them some time. I just try to be respectful. Now, if you are buying leads, then the person you bought those leads from, they've already filtered out all that stuff. So if you're actually buying your leads from a lead source, then they've already done all that homework for you. So when they send you the leads that you bought, you ready to rock. You ready to go. All right, I'm going to pause for the calls real quick, y'all. We got 26 people watching, so I need everybody to check in, man. Let me know what city you in. Rep your city, rep your state, rep your area code, rep your zip code. It don't matter, but just let me know where everybody's checking in at, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Anton Smith says, I want some virtual deals. I know a neighborhood in Orlando, Florida that we can rack up. Let's get it then, Ton. I know you got some family down there, and Terrell in the group, he's like a virtual wholesale guru. You know what I'm saying? So he can point us in the right direction, because y'all know I don't do virtual wholesaling. That ain't really my niche right now. I'm trying to get better at it. One of my big dogs named Terrell, I'm gonna holler at him so he can put me on some game so I can start virtual wholesaling. But Orlando is a great market time, man. So we really can get it going down there, man. So let's make that happen. And virtual wholesaling is so nice because, man, you making money. You ain't even seeing the house. You ain't going to the expense of getting your car, going out there and taking pictures and none of that stuff. You doing everything just from the comfort of your home, or right there from your cell phone in most cases. Carl says, okay, cool. I remember when you talked about him last time. Yeah, Carl. And I just dropped that link in there, man. I wish I had a direct link, because was the reason I can't just drop you the direct link, because I'm getting it from my email, and it's going through Google, and it's making the link long, and YouTube don't want the long link. They want the direct link. And it would maybe take me a little too long, while y'all are on the stream, to go in there and find a direct link. But it's going to be in the comments, Carl. So as soon as the video upload, Carl, just check it out. It's going to be the very first comment. Dope Encounter says, I'm located in Decatur. Decatur was greater. Do you offer live training? I really want to get started, but don't know where to start. I offer coaching and mentoring on Dope Encounters. In fact, Dope Encounters, let me give you the link to our Facebook group, man, that we just recently got cracking. My boy Ton in there, man. So let me give you that link. That's a good way, man, to go in there and just get a lot of good information, man. It's a lot of people in there giving out good information. So let me give you that link. Give me just a second. So just come in there and join the group. And if you want more, more direct coaching and mentoring directly with me, you can reach out to me, and I do offer that as well. So let me drop this link in here real quick, like, bam, there we go. Check the link out, Dope Encounters, that I just dropped, man. Come on in there and join that group, bro. Sophia Banks says, hey, Tyler, this wholesaling has changed my life. I was broke and made a lot of money. Now I became lazy and not so motivated. anything that can help me now, and it's hard for me to save money now. So your banks, welcome to the world of a wholesaler. It happens to the best of us. Trust me. I know exactly what you're talking about. When you first started, you was the most motivated person in the world. You was soaking up everything you can, 24 hours a day. Once you start cashing a few checks, a few big checks that you probably ain't never seen in your life, want to take trips, you want to go shopping, you want to eat good, you want to buy the best cologne or perfume, whatever. So I totally understand that. And it's really a mind thing. It really a mind thing. You just one thing, cause I go through that too. I've been through that. I just try to keep like I'm a broke mentality. I try to keep a mentality that I'm $100 away from getting kicked out of my house and getting my lights cut off. Or what I'll do sometimes, set more of a realistic mentality that's like, I want to get me like a new truck. So I try to keep that in the back of my head, like, hey boy, you want that new truck. That truck ain't gonna buy itself, dog. That truck ain't gonna buy itself. You know what I'm saying? So if you want that truck, you got to get up off your ass and get your hustle on. You got to work. You got to grind. So maybe and maybe you want to buy a new house. So keep that in your mind. Whatever you want to obtain, just keep that in mind. Or maybe not so much what you want to buy. Maybe you want to have $300,000-$400,000 liquid cash in the bank. So just try to keep something in your mind to keep your motivation going. That helps me out a lot. Inspirational Word says, what is a great website to build, Wix or GoDaddy? What I did, Inspirational Word, I just went with OnCarrot. And I love OnCarrot. Because to be honest with you, at first I tried to, and I got my domain name through GoDaddy, but I tried at first to do a Wix site and try to build it myself. And it's just like, I'm not real good at that. I'm real not good with the technical behind the scenes stuff with technology and stuff. So I just got me an OnCarrot site. And after I paid for it, within 10 minutes, I was live and ready to go. OnCarrot is straight out the box. You ain't really got to do nothing to it, but go in there, like put your phone in there and just do a little background stuff. But you can buy OnCarrot within 20 minutes. You ready to rock. And it's simple. It's a 10-year-old can get an OnCarrot site and have that working. And that's what I did. I just went with OnCarrot. They structure their sites. OnCarrot is it was founded and is owned by a real estate investor. So knowing that, real estate investors already kind of know what kind of sites we need and what kind of features we're looking for with our websites. So it's super user friendly. I would suggest OnCarrot. That's what I use. Works great for me. I've been using it for years now. BJ Johnson says, Tyler, how are you generating traffic to your website right now? I normally I do Facebook ads. One thing OnCarrot does, they have some SEO that comes with the site. And it's up to you to do more SEO to get more traffic to the site. But just to give you a direct question, I do like Facebook ads sometimes for the site, try to build traffic to the site, to have it rank higher on Google. But I to be honest with you, I don't do enough to get that site popping. I really need to do more on that site or with that site to get it popping. Because again, those leads that come on your website, man, them people be ready. Especially when they're sat there and filled out that little questionnaire that they go through, they be ready to rock when they come to that site. So I need to do more, BJ. I really do need to do more. Outside of the Facebook advertising, I really don't do a whole lot other than what comes with the site on the back end. Eddie Lewis says, I went driving for cash for the first time yesterday. How can I find the owners of the properties I found? What you do, Eddie, is whatever county you was in, you go to that county's tax assessor site. You put the excuse me, you put the address in there. Once you put the address in there, it's gonna have the owner's information, and you can just send them some mail. Just send them some mail out. But once you put the address in, it'll have that homeowner's name, and it'll have their mailing address, and just send them a letter, let them, a letter letting them know that you're interested in buying their house from them. The apps on the list that I buy from list source, should I call them or mail them out? I'm mostly mail mine out. I'm trying to get better at my cold calling, but I mostly mail mine out. What I would suggest, actually, Sophia, which is probably the best idea in my opinion, is to do a little bit of both and see which one you get a better response rate from. If you notice you're getting a better response rate from your mail, go heavy on the mail. If you notice the cold calling is doing a lot better for you, go heavy on the cold calling. So I would probably try them both and see which one you get better response rates from. And whichever one you're getting better response rates from, lean more toward that one. Where can I get assignment contracts, or do I use per I guess that means purchase and sign. But Marquise, I'm gonna give me a second here. I'm gonna send you that link to our group. Marquise, come in the group, man. I got a link in there that has all the contracts you pretty much gonna need. So come on in there, join our Facebook group, Marquise, and you can have access to the contracts that we got in the group. And plus, you can mess with us while you're in there, man. So there you go, Marquise. You can come in there, get you some contracts, assignment contracts, purchase, sale agreement contracts, all that good stuff. And it's a bunch of them in there, man. Eddie Lewis, OKC in the building. BJ Johnson repping Tulsa, Oklahoma. Carl repping Memphis 10. Donna's repping Fort Worth, Texas. Inspirational Word repping Atlanta. ATL, stand up. Lakia Eli, I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, says, hey, Tidy, how long does it take for you to cancel a contract with a seller if you can't find a buyer? It's really, you're going to have what's called like a backout clause in your contract. And it's really just a matter of exercising that backout clause and also contacting your seller and, letting them know that for the most part, hey, unfortunately, this did not work out for me or my investors. Unfortunately, I was not able to get my investors to fund this deal for me. So unfortunately, this is not going to work out with me. But before you cancel it, you always want to try to renegotiate the price down before you actually cancel the contract. So let's say you got on the contract for 20 grand and you can't get a buyer. Try to go back to the seller and bring that thing down about 15 grand and then remarket it and see if you can bring a buyer in at that point in time. So always try to get the price down before you totally give up on it. That would be my advice. BJ Johnson says, hey, Eddie Lewis, you in OKC, we should link up. Ton says, Southside of Warner Robins, J in the building. Southside, stand up. 478. Don Us says, has anyone used Cameron Dunlap Bacon House's data feed? I have not, Don Us. Ton says, just driving for dollars in Craigslist. How driving for dollars been going for you, Ton? And also, Tom, when you drive for dollars, I would, when you have time, like hit places like Fort Valley, man. Believe it or not, man, people be buying in Fort Valley, bro. They be buying in Fort Valley, especially with that college being there. People really buy in Fort Valley, and also Jones County. Jones County is a good investor market, even though it's like pretty much technically Macon. The difference between Jones County and Bibb County is a lot of people prefer Jones over Bibb because of the difference in the school. Jones, of course, got the better school system, so a lot of people prefer Jones County over Bibb. So that's some good local places you can drive for dollars at. Eddie Lewis says, I'm still chasing my first deal. Carter Technician says, Lamborghini by next November with 250K in the bank. Carl, I know you're gonna get there, and when you do, man, you gotta look out for your boy, man. Give me a little desk job, you know what I'm saying? Give me about 70 to 80 grand a year. I ain't gotta do too much, man. Look out for your boy. Give me like a little consulting gig or something, you know what I'm saying? When you go big time, just look out for your boy, man. Look out for your boy, Carl. You know what I'm saying? Look out for your boy, dog. I just mess with your Carl. Best of luck and blessings to you, bro. I know it's coming, man. Todd says he's repping the 603 New Hampshire in the building. What's the weather? What's the weather like up there, Todd? Y'all got snow? Chris Tate says, man, the walkthrough with the neighbor video was great, man. Sounded like he had everybody name and number. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, I'm glad you watched that, bro. He was a triple OG of the block, man. Like, oh, I got a key to everybody's house, and he knew pretty much everything about everybody and what was going on, man. Like I was telling him in that video, Chris, every neighborhood, every street, every block needs somebody like him on that street, on that block. He pretty much policed the neighborhood, and every neighborhood needs somebody like him. Let's see. Tasha's top 2 ways to find motivated sellers. For me, it's probably right now, drive for dollars and probably gonna be signs. Those are probably my top 2 right now. That's subject to change based on what I'm marketing and how I'm marketing. But right now, that's probably the top 2 for me at this point in time. BJ John says, I'm putting out signs tonight. Good, BJ. Yeah, and keep putting the signs out, man. Those signs work very well. Just stay consistent with your signs. Don't give up on it, because sometimes people will buy signs, they'll put them out, and they might not even get no calls. They may only get 1 call, and then they'll give up. But that's the thing. You got to be consistent with the signs, because some see the thing about the signs are really subconscious marketing. Some people are going to ride by that sign one time and they're going to call you just because they that motivated. But most people, they need to see your sign probably a good 10 times before they call you, even though they're motivated. Y'all wouldn't believe how many people that I've talked to and done deals with that say, yeah, man, I just kept seeing your sign. I pass by your sign every single day when I go to work, and I just finally called you. Once you've established those signs out there for periods and lengths of time, your sellers, a lot of times they develop in their mind credibility towards you. Okay, well, this sign has been out here for the last 10, 16, 20 weeks. So this person ain't just fly by night. So let me go ahead and give them a call. And that's what you want to do. Those signs, a lot of times, they're just subconscious marketing. And really, that's what most marketing is, just subconscious. If you see, let me think of a company, Walmart. If you see Walmart commercials out there, most times Walmart don't expect you to see something and come in the store the first time. But if they keep feeding it to you, it becomes subconscious. Toyota, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Target, all those big companies, man, it's just subconscious. That's why they buy so many ads, man, and you see their commercials back to back. Subconscious marketing, and that's what happens. They're developing that repetition in your mind and your brain. So when it's time to buy that product, that's the first company you're gonna think of, because they planted that seed in your head. So think of your signs the same way. See, 205 custom kits, you want to start a fight. You really want to start a fight. I'm messing with you. 205 custom kits, what's cracking, man? He says, what's up, Toddy? Roll Tide. I appreciate your info you give out, but it's getting contracts in the hood worth it, especially with all the VAX. I'm not sure what that stands for, 205. But yeah, absolutely, man. 205, you got to look at it like this, bro. Everybody got to have somewhere to live, man. It's definitely worth it, man. It's definitely worth it. I done got some real nice checks from houses in the hoods. I done had real little checks from houses in the hood. But, a payout is a payout. An assignment fee is an assignment fee. So it's definitely worth it. And a lot of times, a lot of people, they don't even want to be bothered with the hood. You know what I'm saying? So that's to your advantage. Some people are scared to go in the hood. That's to your advantage. So a lot of investors or wholesalers, etc., a lot of them are just going to not even be bothered with hood because of those factors. And that's where you come in. I mean, that's like one thing about myself, like I don't be scared to go in the hood at all. It's just, to me, I'm working. That's a job to me. I go in there and do my thing, just like on that video that Chris was talking about. I'm walking down the street with my camera. I'm seeing people outside. Hey, how you doing? I don't be scared to go in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not going to try to put myself in harm's way or nothing like that. But I don't be scared to go in the hood at all. At all. I know one time I went out to LA and the first place I went was to Compton. I was out there shooting basketball and in the heart of one of the biggest Crip neighborhoods out there. I just don't be scared, man. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know, but I don't be scared. I just go out there and like, hey, I ain't messing with nobody. I don't be respectful of everybody. You treat people with respect. Most times you're gonna get respect. Now I'm not saying you run up to the worst neighborhood at 2 a.m. in the morning and you know you ain't supposed to be out there. Still be smart about it, but hey, we all got a job to do, man. Stephen Dakota says, my goal for 2019 is to make 300K first year. Hey, Stephen K, and I know you're gonna get that too. And just like I told, I think it was 205. Look out for your boy. Nice little desk gig, 6 or 7K a year. I'll be your consultant, you know what I'm saying? Just look out for your boy when you get there, man. I just mess around. But best of luck and blessings to you, Steven. I know it's coming, man. You talk it, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. Speaking into existence, as they say. Todd says New Hampshire, little snow, warm weather, tight, and not a lot of rehabs in the winter. And I guess that might be one of the advantages, Todd, of being down here in the South. I mean, it gets cold down here in Georgia, but what we consider freezing cold, you may consider a warm brisk day. Cause like where I'm at, anything under 40 degrees, and we kind of lose our mind down here, bro. Anything under 40, we can't deal. Anything under 30, we agitated. If it get under 20, we probably ain't gonna go to work. You know what I mean? So that's one good thing about the South. The weather is pretty manageable as far as the wintertime go. Especially the further you go down, like Miami, man, they probably still in the 70s and 80s right now. I'm not certain, but Miami normally have great weather year round. I used to live in Tampa for a short period of time. I remember being in Tampa in January, wearing shorts and picking fruit off the trees down there, man. So some people in Florida, they real spoiled with the weather. We got it pretty good here in Georgia too, but down there in Florida, it's crazy, man. Sophia Banks says, I love the Falcons to death. Rise up. But I believe it's time to get rid of Matty Ice and get a new defense. And Dan Quinn ass needs to get gone also. Man, I sure agree with you about Dan Quinn. To be honest with you, Sevilla Banks, I wanted Dan Quinn to get fired right after the Super Bowl. Any coach lose a 28-3 lead with 17 minutes, man, they need to go. I'm just saying, that can't happen. You can't. He should have left after the Super Bowl, in my opinion. Also, in my opinion, Dan Quinn really can't coach. My opinion, and I know this is an aspect of coach, but in my opinion, Dan Quinn is more of a motivator, a talent evaluator than he is an X and O's guys. To me, his in-game adjustments, it sucks. That's why we lost the Super Bowl. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? As far as Matt Ryan goes, of course, Matt is like the most polarizing Falcon on the team right now. And I have my times with Matt. Overall, I support Matt. But the only thing with Matt, man, he just signed 100 million guaranteed. So whether we hate him or love him, he gonna be here for at least the next 3 years. So we're gonna have to just hope Matt can get us there one day, man. I just hope so. We had our chances 2016, and normally you don't even get back with that same core of coaches and players once you lose a Super Bowl like that. So hopefully our time will come soon, man. We've been waiting forever, though. David McReynolds, good question, David. How do you go about choosing where to put your bandit signs? Excuse me, David. You want to put them in high traffic areas, and that's normally going to be like four-way intersections. Put them to the side where people can see them as they're stopped at a red light. As far as the four-way intersection goes. Even like stop signs, you want to, put them right there where that person that stopped, they're right there in their eye view. You want to do your best, not, of course, not to obstruct traffic, but you want to make sure that your signs are being, that eyeballs are looking at your signs. Also, the wind poles is a good place to put signs. That's another good place, but you really want to put them where there's traffic going. A lot of department stores, those are good places to go. Walmarts, places like that, places that always has traffic. Department stores are real good because normally those people are driving slower. In department stores, they're either coming in the park or they're leaving out to get in main traffic. So anywhere you got department stores, shopping plazas, places like that are very good. You can also buy zip ties, and you can wrap the signs. You can wrap the signs around poles with your zip ties. So you really want to put them wherever you're gonna get a lot of high traffic at, where people can actually see that sign. The more eyeballs are looking at your sign, the better the chance your sign is gonna bring you deal. And the thing about it, once you and it comes with experience, you really got to put them out there and learn with your signs. The more experience you get at your signs, the better it's gonna come to you. The better you'll understand. Okay, I can put my signs here, and they're gonna stay up. Oh, okay, well I can't put my signs here, or my signs are working here, they ain't working here. But just try to keep that rule of thumb. High traffic areas. You don't want to put them like right on the side of an interstate or a highway where nobody's gonna stop, because nobody, if they're going 50 to 80 miles per hour, they can't see that sign, and they're not gonna even try to see that sign. You want to put them somewhere where they're gonna be stopped. They're gonna be driving extremely slow, and just the natural eye pattern is gonna take them to your sign. That's where you want to put your signs at. Todd says, thank you for your help, Todd. You rock. You're welcome, Todd. Carl says, I just closed the deal for 31.5K on a house. Congratulations, Carl. That's what's up, bro. That's a nice payday, man. I got from cold calling plus driving for dollars. Made 15 calls to get it. Sold it in 2 weeks. Got under contract for 10K. Sold for 43K. That's what's up, Carl. I got to give you a clap on that, man. That's what's up, man. That's what I like to hear, Carl. Good deed, Carl. Yeah, so Carl, whenever I come to your city, man, you owe me dinner. Y'all know I gotta throw myself in there a little bit. So whenever I'm in your city, Carl, you owe me dinner, man, and a drink with that 31K. Nah, but congratulations, Carl. Congratulations, bro. That's Carl. I never even got a deal that big, man. So congratulations, bro. Keep hustling, man, and make sure to pass your knowledge forward, Carl. Chris Tate says, "What up, Chris?" Chris Tate says, "Do you have any gems on which neighborhoods may be gentrified in the future?" I really don't know, Chris. I can't speak from my like state. Of course, and we talked about this on the last stream, but pretty much the heart of Atlanta is going through gentrification right now. What I have learned is a lot of these major cities, the heart of the cities, the downtown areas are being gentrified. But outside of like, my local area, I really don't know any other areas that are going through that other than, the obvious bigger cities, downtown areas. Todd says 40 is a nice day, my dude. It definitely is, Todd. Man. And Todd says Orlando is 80 today. Good gracious. That's pretty much almost swimming pool weather. Xavier Thomas says, what's the best way to send out mail? It depends on how much you're sending out, Xavier. I would probably say anything under any mail, any mail under 300 leads, you probably can handle that in-house. Meaning you could probably mail it out yourself. You don't always have to, but anything under 300 leads, you can kind of handle that in-house in a day or two, depending on how much you work, how fast you work. Typically, any leads over 300, you probably want to outsource those. Something like Click the Mail, Yellow Letter Headquarters. There's a lot of places out there that will do your mail for you, but probably anything over 300, man, it's probably not going to be worth your time unless you just got some people on your team that's going to, help you with that mail. But that's how I be looking at it. Like anything under 300, I kind of can know, okay, I can handle this. I can do this myself. But anything else bigger than 300, I'm going to try to outsource it. And New Orleans is up 24-21 on Pittsburgh right now. Look like a good game late the third quarter. So this probably going to go down to the wire right here. Chris says, the only way I know is by word of mouth, and where new construction goes up, I have nothing concrete to track gentrification. Me neither, Chris. And I really wish I did. And I forgot somebody was on the, and this is not gentrification, but I know somebody was on the stream last week or last time we went live, and I forgot where they was at, but they were saying that there was a storm or hurricane in their market, and people were selling their houses dirt cheap, and they were coming up on some great deals off of that. So that's another thing too. You know, anytime those storms or hurricanes come in, a lot of times a lot of deals are being done off that. It might have been somewhere down in the Florida area. I'm really not sure. Maybe they're on the stream now. They'll come and verify. Sophia Banks says, Tyler, do you wholesale in the whole state of Georgia? Yes, I do. My main market is here in middle Georgia, but anywhere in Georgia, you know, if it's a deal, man, I'm trying to get it. So anywhere in Georgia, it don't matter with me. Anywhere in Georgia. I mean, I guess not literally anywhere, but for the most part, yeah, anywhere inside the state of Georgia. The numbers work, the market work. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to close the deal if I can. Yep. Yep, exactly, Chris. Taking advantage of the natural disasters. Exactly. BJ Johnson says, "Do you have a PO box for your mailing campaign?" Yeah, BJ, and I suggest you get one as well, man. You don't want your physical address out there. There's a lot of weirdos out here in the world, so you don't want your physical address out there, man. You want to get you a PO box, whether that be through the United States Postal Service, or you can do UPS. UPS, you can go in there 24 hours a day. You can pay them for a PO box, and you can use it that way. And that way, you can track your return mail. And like I said, you don't want the place where you lay your head down every night. You don't want everybody out there knowing where you live at, man. So definitely get you a PO box for your direct mail. Eddie Lewis says, "Where can I find a good number source for my business without using my cell phone number or paying another cell phone bill?" Google Voice. Get Google Voice, Eddie. Google Voice is good. And good in regards to not having to pay another phone bill. You can send and receive pics. You can send texts. It's another phone line. So definitely Google Voice. Definitely Google Voice. That's a real good one also. Also, y'all, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna drop y'all that link to our Facebook group. Make sure to join our Facebook group, y'all. Come in and mess around with us. You know, we share a lot of knowledge in there, man. Answer a lot of questions in there. You know, we just building the group up, man. I think the last stream I was on, I think it was like maybe 10 of us in there. And now we're up to over 120 people in just 1 week, you know. So, you know, I welcome all of y'all that's watching the stream to come in our Facebook group. I'm posting in there all the time, you know. In fact, I found myself spending a lot of time in there. So, you know, if you got some questions, you just starting off, you want to get your questions answered, come in our Facebook group, man. I'm in there all the time, all the time. Just got myself back on Facebook, so I spend a lot of time in our real estate investing group on Facebook. So that link that I just dropped, just click that link. Come on in the group and rock with us, man. There's a lot of us in there. A lot of people on the stream in there, like Chris Tate in there, Anton Smith in there. That's a lot of us in there, man. So come on in there and mess around with us, and let's help each other. Daniel Turner says, "Do you cold call as a marketing channel? If so, how many calls do you push out daily?" I don't, Daniel. And I was saying this early in the stream, but I'm about to start cold calling. I went and did a thing. I was going to show y'all, but I went and got some probate leads from the county earlier this week, and I normally would mail all of those out, Daniel, but this time I'm gonna cold call them. Already done some on that list, and I'm gonna finish it up throughout the week. Probably gonna do some more tomorrow, even though it's Christmas Eve. I'm not gonna call anybody on Christmas, and I'll start back on Wednesday. But all those probates that I got early in the week, I'm gonna cold call all of those. Again, I normally would mail them out and let them call me back, but I'm trying my hand at cold calling right now. So I'm gonna cold call and see what kind of response I get back from that. Lawrence Lee says that the disaster tip is a good one. There was a big fire in California not long ago. I'm gonna see what's up with that, with the area. Yeah, man, and you know California, that that real estate market, everything out there is so high. And I've heard like different things as far as California market goes. I heard it's a tough market, but it's a profitable market. I heard it's a great market. I've heard in certain places it's not so great market. But I really don't know. I really need to educate myself on the California market. I've actually joined a few of the investing groups in California. So I'm trying to learn that California market, y'all. I like California. I like going out there. I really enjoy myself anytime I go out there. And since I be going out there kind of sort of often, might as well try to do some deals while I'm out there. If someone is virtual wholesaling, you have to have a lot of trust, right? Yeah. There has to be some level of trust, Sophia, with virtual wholesaling, absolutely, and some level of respect, also. As I said earlier, man, one of the guys that helped me out a lot when I first started. A lot of these questions that y'all asking me now, I was asking another guy by the name of Terrell. He's in our Facebook group too, and he's like a virtual wholesale guru. He does a lot of virtual wholesaling. So I'm actually gonna try to reattach myself to him, and get him to show me some more tips on virtual wholesaling. But yeah, you're absolutely right. There has to be that level of trust there, most certainly. Chris Tate says, "Have you ever cold called?" Yes, I have. I have cold called before. Um, in the past, mail was just always my preferred method of doing it, just sending out mail. But I've been doing a lot of research lately, and a lot of people are telling me about cold calling. Been watching a lot of Max's videos lately, and he's real big on cold calling. So I'm gonna see how it works for me, man. I'm gonna try to dip my head into it and start cold calling. What about you, Chris? Have you been doing any cold calling? Chris says he cold calls leads from Craigslist and drown for dollars. Any success with it yet, Chris? Any deals closed on it yet? How's your response on those? We may need to start a post in the group, Chris, about cold calling, man, because that's like I said, I'm really a Rick at cold calling, man, and I really need to add that to my arsenal, man. I really do. I really do. Because I can, being I have so much experience of talking to different people on the phone, um, I can get on the phone and talk to people. I don't necessarily like talking to people as far as, you know, I guess really nobody really truly likes to cold call. I guess most people don't, but it's something that I can do. I'm experienced in it. I know how to build rapport with people. I know to fluctuate my voice. I know how to turn on my proper voice. I know how to turn on my country voice. I can even turn on a little city voice on y'all if I needed to. But I do got experience being on the telephone talking to people. So that's one advantage I have. Like I said, my last job, man, I was there long time, man. I talked to people on the phone all day long. So talking to people, I mean, it's almost second nature to me. As far as the phone goes, ain't a real big deal with me. Daniel says, "Who is the person you mentioned that you would reach out to as far as virtual wholesaler?" That's my guy T, man. That's my guy T. He's in our Facebook group, Daniel. So make sure to join the Facebook group. T, man, T go out his way to answer any questions, and he'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions about virtual wholesaling. So coming out Facebook group, T's in there. He's one of the administrators of the group. So any questions you got, you can direct those at T. His name is Terrell. He'll be more than happy to help you. He helps everybody in the group who asks him a question. So join our Facebook group, man. The link is in the group. I'll drop the link again. So make sure to join our group, man. And T can point you in the right direction as far as virtual wholesaling goes. Chris Tate says, from cold calling, speaking about here, He says he has one Craigslist deal and one drive for dollar deal done. But honestly, I use People Finder and Facebook to find the owners, and my success rate is horrible, man. Laughing out loud. Hey, but you got two deals from it, man. You know what I mean? You got two deals from cold calling. That's good. That's money you didn't start with. So that's real good, Chris. So um I'll be tagging you in the group to maybe answer some questions for me as far as cold calling goes, and the things behind it, man, because that's something I really got to add to my arsenal, as I said. Says often I get disconnected numbers from my drive for dollars skip tracing. Aaron says, why not hire a VA? I do hire a VA sometimes, Aaron. I really do sometimes. Sometimes I hire a VA, typically over in the Philippines. But I've never really hired a VA specifically for cold calling. When I normally get them, it's normally to handle my incoming calls. So, but you're right. Maybe I should just start hiring one for cold calling. So that's a good idea. That's something I need to really consider doing. Daniel Turner says I just joined the group. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Let me add you in here right now while we on the stream. I'm about to add you right now, Daniel. Give me just a second. Okay, so we just added Daniel in there. Big Lou, Brandon, and Aaron. Thank y'all. Welcome to the group. And Daniel, the guy that I'm speaking of, his name is Terrell. He's one of the admins of the group. Once you stroll in there, you'll see a few of his posts. But that's the virtual wholesaling guru. So any question you got about virtual wholesaling, you can reach out to him. Y'all maybe even can connect. Maybe you virtual wholesale in his market, he virtual wholesales in your market. Y'all help each other out. You can be each other's boots on the ground. And what market are you in, Daniel? If you don't mind me asking. Taylor or Tally, I hope I pronounced this correctly. How long did it take to get your first contract? Not long. From the point that I got serious about wholesaling, and stopped BSing around, and I just got serious and took it serious. As far as getting my first property under contract, it might have took maybe 3 weeks. Maybe it took me 3 weeks, and it came from Craigslist. Actually, my first contract came from Craigslist. I totally screwed up the deal. I had a buyer in place, but I screwed up. Made a big, stupid, rookie mistake. But it maybe took me 2.5 to 3 weeks to get my first property under contract, and it came from Craigslist. Thank you, BJ. I appreciate it, man. Welcome to the group. Chris Tate says my deals were small too, 1,500 to 1,000. Not like home runs at all, but I'm still hustling, man. Been rolling since July. And yeah, that's what it is, Chris. That's what it is. And the reality of wholesaling, Chris, is most of your deals, of course, are gonna be the small deals. And those are good, man. You work them small deals just as hard as you would the $15,000 deals. Because see, the thing about it, the small deals are what's gonna keep you afloat. Heard a great analogy about the small deals before, and I always use the same analogy. But see, your small deals, those are your base hits. Those are your base hits. That's what keep you on base. That's what keeps guys in small deals. So you need those small deals to score. So you just keep hitting them. Just keep hitting base hits, base hits, base hits. Small deals, base hits. $1,000 here, base hit. $2,000 here, base hits. And eventually you're gonna come to the plate. You're gonna hit a home run, bro. You're gonna hit a home run. And believe it or not, y'all, and this is the crazy thing. This is the real crazy thing about this. The small deals are generally the one I work the hardest on, dog. That's the one I'm out here busting my ass on. On these small deals, I'll be out here busting my ass on these small deals. And then the bigger deals that I've got, those are normally, I ain't gonna say normally, those are a lot of times the easy ones. The ones that just done fell in my lap. I remember I had a deal one time in Byron, Georgia, one of my biggest deals. It just fell in my lap. Really, the only thing I did was answer the phone and went and met the seller And he was just that motivated, dog. That's all it took. Got a big payday off that one. And didn't really do no hard work at all. And it was such a nice deal that I had to buy just like that. And then the deals that I'm making $1,000 off, or $1,200, or $1,300 off. Shoot, like I said, I'm out here busting my ass on these deals, man. For real. That's what's up, Daniel. Definitely reach out to him, man. You know, he'll definitely help you out. Oh man, see that's meant to be, Daniel, because he's in the DMV area also, bro. You know, y'all might, who knows, y'all could be in the same radius as far as neighborhoods with each other. So yeah, definitely reach out to Terrell. Y'all in the same area, man. Ferrier says it took me 6 months to close a deal. Yeah, and that still ain't bad time, man. Ferris, man, it's people out there that been doing this thing 3 and 4 years and they ain't closed the deal yet, bro. You know, so you still did good time. One of the big dogs I know out of Charlotte, man, he crushing the game now, crushing. But it took him 8 months to do his first deal, 8 months. But he crushing now, bro. He crushing. North Jersey in the building. Stephen Dakota says the Facebook group name. Stephen, the group name is Apex Mastermind. But I'm going to give you a direct link, Steven. The only thing you got to do is just click the link, and we'll get you right in there, bro. So give me just a second, Steven. I'll get you right in there. Just click that link. We'll get you right in there, dog. There you go, Steven. Just click that link I just sent you, man. It'll bring you right in there. Ferris says, actually, it took almost 8 months. Ferris also says, I almost gave up like 3 times, man. Yeah, and that's the thing, Ferris, man. When I first started like researching wholesaling, originally, I kind of left it alone, man, and kind of gave up a little bit on it. It's kind of like honestly, I was kind of like half-assing with it, and I kind of just like, man, bump this. This ain't for me. I'll find me something else to do. This ain't for me. So I kind of left it alone a little bit. And then I and it just, I guess you could just say the fight in me was like, man, you can't quit, bro. Like, go back into it. Go, dust yourself off, put your guards back up and just go back out there and fight. And that's what I did, man. And I'm glad I stuck to it, man. Because if I wouldn't have stuck to it, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it. So I'm glad I stuck to it. But a lot of people, man, they face that point where they want to give up. And don't want to do it no more, but you just got to fight that mode off. You just got to stick with it, stick to it, and if you work hard at it, you stay consistent at it, you'll reap the rewards of it. I forgot who it was, but like 20 minutes ago, somebody just put in a comment that they closed a deal worth 30 plus K, 31.5K, and maybe about 3 or 4 streams ago, I had somebody here say they had a deal, they closed about $50,000 in profit. And they got it just watching these videos, so that money's still out there to be made, man. And we're going to make some of it. Okay, y'all, this is the part of the stream where I ask y'all for a favor. If y'all don't mind, please hit the like button on the video for me. Please just hit the like button. Won't take you long at all. Just do that favor for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the like button for me. Just hit that like button. And when you hit the like button, it helps the video come up in search engines on YouTube. That way, when I do videos, YouTube will send the videos out. When I go live, they'll send out notification. It helps the channel grow. That's one of the things that YouTube uses to gauge, what videos that they're gonna put on the recommended searches and all that. So it really helps the YouTubers channel, when they get likes. At the end of the day, I don't care about likes. I ain't into none of that shit. But that's what YouTube want. You know what I'm saying? And this is YouTube's platform. So in order to play the game, you got to play the game. So hit the like button for your boy. I definitely would appreciate it. Sophia Banks says, does anyone virtual wholesale in Louisville, Kentucky? I heard Kentucky's pretty good, man. I heard a lot of good things about Kentucky. I never did anything in Kentucky. I don't even think I've ever talked to a seller out of Kentucky, but I've heard Kentucky is a good market. Also heard, are any of y'all in Arizona? Man, I heard Phoenix, Arizona is booming right now, dog, with wholesaling. I'm hearing ain't that but millionaires out there doing wholesaling in Arizona. I might need to move out there because every time I talk to somebody that wholesales in Arizona, I do some research. Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, always pops up. Phoenix, Arizona. I heard them boys out there getting to it, y'all. So that might be a place that, we need to focus on virtually. It's Phoenix because I'm hearing they making all the money out there, y'all. Farius Resum says, thanks, bro. My first deal, I made $25K. Let's give it up to Farius by getting that bag. Farius got that bag on him, dog. Congratulations, Farius, man. That's what's up, bro. You're one of the first videos I came across about wholesaling. I appreciate you, man. God bless and Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Farius, man. You just don't know how good that make me feel for you to even say that. To say you made a paycheck like that and to say that you came across one of my videos before you got that paycheck, and man, that makes me feel real good, Farius. So keep doing what you do, man. Keep crushing, keep hustling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations once again, dog. Trust me, a lot of people, they don't make that kind of money on one deal. So good job, Farius, man. Definitely glad to hear that. David McRunner says, how did you handle calls from sellers when you were working? Like, did you send the calls to the voicemail and return them ASAP, or did you just catch the ones that you could? That's a great question, David. That's a great question. Excellent question. When I was working, of course, most of your calls gonna come when you at work. Of course, that's how it happened. But what I would do is, when I get seller calls when I was at work, I let them go to the voicemail, of course. When they leave a voicemail, and because this is how I had my schedule set up, because I was wholesaling. So instead of taking like a big lunch, I had my schedule set up into increments of 3 15-minute breaks. That's how I had my schedule set up throughout the day. Morning break, afternoon break, and a break kind of sort of right before I got off work. So on all those breaks, what I would do is I would return seller call. I ain't have a 15-minute per break. So as soon as I go on break, I run to the break room, get my phone, get my notepad, start calling people back, start talking to them. And some of them calls would take up my whole break. You know what I'm saying? So what I would try to do is I would just try to get some real quick information from them. Boom, 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 boom. Real fast. And that way I could take as many calls as I could while I was on my break. And then when I got home, I would always call them back and have a more extended conversation if it called for it. But I would just try to go and get that. I try to call them right back as soon as they call me throughout that day, and touch bases back with them, get the address, stuff like that, and then as soon as I got off from work, go ahead and call them back, man. So I would just call people throughout the day on my breaks. That's what I would do. Xavier Thomas says, have you ever paid for a webinar or anything like that? I did when I first started, man. I paid for a webinar, which was like, I think it was $97 I paid. It was kind of helpful for me. And then a lot of the stuff in the webinar was stuff that was already online, so I didn't stick with it. Other than that, I really never paid for anything. Like all the mentors that I've came across, I really never gave them any money out of pocket. One of my mentors, I was here in my market, and instead of paying him with any money, when I was getting good deals, he'd be the first cat that I holler at. And a lot of times I was getting him them deals at prices that should have been higher. But it's all good because I was getting knowledge at the same time. So, I guess it was kind of sort of the same thing. If I had those same deals today, they would sell for a lot more because I got a bigger network now. I got a better network, and of course I'm just more experienced now. But I never put out a lot of money as far as learning this game. You know what I mean? I was not one of them people that paid somebody 5, 10. Man, I be hearing people paying like $30,000, $40,000 for mentors. So I never did anything like that. Daniel says, I will virtual wholesale anywhere, just need boots on the ground, work together, and make money together. Absolutely, Daniel. Absolutely. And that's really one of the reasons that I want to get the Facebook group back popping, man, just for situations like that. So we all can work together and make money together. I know a lot of people who watch my videos, man, I know they're everywhere. And y'all know this whenever we do the city check-ins, man. Here in Georgia, we have people from Texas, we have people from Florida, we have people from DC, we have people from Jersey, we have people from New York, have people from Cali, and we all come together, man. We can be unstoppable. We just do virtual wholesale deals together, and build that respect, bond, and trust amongst ourselves, man. And we all can win. We all can win. And then once we get really rolling, maybe in another year or two, then we can just start setting up our own conferences, y'all. We might meet in Chris Tate City in 2020. We might meet in Daniel Turner City in 2021. We might meet in Xavier Thomas City in 2022. We might meet in David McReynolds City in 2023. Since Ferris got all the money, he might fly us all out of his city in 2024 since he got all the money. So just something like that, man. So we can just build a bond and network with each other, man, and we all be winners, bro. So that's a lot of reasons that I want to come back to Facebook and get the group back popping, and that just to be another avenue for everybody. Daniel Turner says Phoenix is a hot market. That's what I hear, Daniel, bro. I'm talking about, I hear them boys beginning in out there in Phoenix, dog. Talking about driving Ferraris and Lamborghinis and living in mansions and mini mansions, and good God almighty, I might need to go out there in Phoenix and talk to the right people or something, boy. Gracious. Daniel says a lot of the gurus stay in Phoenix as well. Yeah, I can imagine so. Tim Brown says, easy to hit the like button for all the good content you give, my brother. Excellent drive for dollar tips, especially about safety while driving and being sure to drive around dead end streets. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you hitting that like button for me too, man. Yeah, and I talk a lot about driving for dollars because I do a lot of it. And absolutely correct, man. You do got to be safe while you're out there driving for dollars, man. If you can find somebody to drive for dollars with you, it makes it a lot much safer. But that's not always going to be plausible. So while you're out there, just be careful, man. Be careful. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Almost had an accident one time driving for dollars. So since that point in time, I just try to be a lot more cautious when I'm out here in the streets driving for dollars. And just like Tim say, hit them dead end streets, y'all. Don't turn your back on them dead end streets. Don't think it's a waste of your time. Hit them dead end streets, man. Hit them. It'd be gold at the end of them dead end streets a lot of times. Tim Brown says he's in the northern VADC area. Shout out to the DMV. Daniel's also in the DMV. Chris Tate said he's off for next. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Hey, but y'all, I'm sorry, man. I just got a call. Let's see what Forever Noble said. Who did you almost hit when you were driving down? I almost ran into a car, Forever Noble, messed around and ran a stop sign, trying to look at a house, man. I almost hit somebody, bro. Scared the mess out of me, man. Lawrence, he said, I found a jacked up house at the very end of a street with nice houses on it. Exactly, Lawrence. So you got to hit them dead ends. Hey, but y'all, I'm going to drop this link. I really got to go. I'm sorry to kind of leave abruptly like this, but I got a call and I have to actually meet my younger sister somewhere real quickly. So I'll do another live stream this week since I'm gonna have to leave off this one real quick. But I just want to say thank y'all, man, for coming on the live stream, messing around with me on this Sunday, man. I know y'all could be doing a lot better or maybe more other things to occupy your time, but you're spending it here with me, which I definitely thank you for. And if you have not joined the group yet, make sure to join the Facebook group, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'll be happy to answer the questions in there. It's easy for me to answer questions in the Facebook group because everybody can see the answers and the questions. So it's a lot more easier for me. Answer one more question, then I got to get out here. I got to meet my little sister, y'all. Xavier Thomas says, what do you think of the Flip Man? Man, the Flip Man is my OG, dog. The Flip Man is definitely one of my OGs. You know what I'm saying? I think the world of the Flip Man. I thank God for the Flip Man. Had it not be for the flip man, I may not be sitting here talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I'm one of the flip man's proteges. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of his proteges, dog. And he don't even know this, but that's one of my mentors. So shout out to the flip man. You know what I'm saying? If he watches any of my videos, shout out to the flip man, dog. The flip man is God saying nothing but respect and great words and admiration for the flip man. You know, I talk to the flip man. I check in with the flip man every now and then. I'll send him a text. You know, got him on the phone a few times. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he know me and I know him very well. So nothing but love and respect for the flip man. Gotta get out here though, y'all. I gotta meet my little sister. She just called me, so I'm gonna check out real quick. Hey, join the Facebook group, y'all. Join that Facebook group. Y'all be easy and take care of each other. Peace out, y'all.